first down for this offense. On the run, it's Daniels. On the move at the 30. Still on his feet. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matches. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Giving him his pads. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to...
Going for it all. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. All kinds of running room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line, pave the way for a big first down.
They'll turn to Martinez. At the 35, he's open. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To the air, it's Glagway. Release to the running back. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They're facing a third down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Shakes off the defender. So after the first down run, here's second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Unleashes one deep. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Martinez on the carry. Sweet putt there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Grab near the marker. It's Martinez. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
He's going to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And it's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do. Now they've dug themselves in even bigger.
Got enough for the first down. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll go back to the air on second down. And he'll put it in inside the 20. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. The corners are walked up tight. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They got zero push up front and they stopped him in the backfield.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Canes racing to the line in a hurry up. With jet sweep pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Makes the catch. It's Martinez. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. You go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Just feeds the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the 4th. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can
unloads it downfield. Catch in stride inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And he'll be brought down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. To the air. It's Lagway. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie. So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. Look, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Deflected at the goal line. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And after the field...